Wait just a couple of minutes here uh, to get everyone to enter, and we'll get started. All right. Hey, Stephen. Welcome, Stephen. Welcome, welcome. All right. Welcome, guys. Welcome. We'll get started shortly here. This is our beginners traders webinar. So just for our beginning traders, okay. And what we'll do is I want to go through, get you guys some information um, that you will need to get started with trading here. All right. Any questions as I go through this? If you guys have any questions, just put it in the chat for me. All right. And I'll make sure I get your questions answered. All right. All right. All right. The first, as a new trader, and I know there's a lot of information out there on trading. All right. Um, but when we trade, and just to give you guys some background, I've been trading for about over 25 years and about 13 years. I think it's 13 years now. I started a company called Monster Trading Systems, and we provide coaching, right? Coaching and trading systems, training to traders. We have thousands of traders all over the world. All right. So I've been doing this a long time, and I love what I do. All right. All right. Stephen, yes, it is live. It is live. All right. The trading is live. All right. It's not recorded. It's not recorded. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and get started. All right. So you guys should see on my screen here. All right. Trading in the zone. All right. You should see here. If you don't see my cursor, just let me know. All right. So trading in the zone. All right, by Mark Douglas. Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. As a new trader, we highly recommend you guys listen to this audio book. There is a book, all right, book form that we give to our coaching students. All right, it's that important that we give it to our coaching students free. All right, with the one-on-one coaching that we do. All right. But you can also go on YouTube. You guys can go on YouTube. All right. So, Stephen, Tamara, you guys can go on YouTube and listen to this audio book. All right. Not now. Just do it. Wait after the webinar, and you can do that then. So just write that down. Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. Every single one of our traders that we recommend this book to, once they get through it, they love it. All right, they love the information. All right, so Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. Master the market with confidence, discipline, and a winning attitude. All right, so master the market with confidence, discipline, and a winning attitude. And guys, if you would just put in the chat how many, if you have any experience. All right, so tomorrow you've listened to it. Yeah, it's great, huh? Now, put on in the chat how much, if you guys, if you have 2 months experience trading, right? 6 months, a year, right? No trading experience at all. Just kind of put that in the chat for me so I know, have an idea of, how much experience you guys have. Okay. So Trading in the Zone, again, don't go out and buy the book right now. You can listen to it on YouTube. All right. YouTube for free. All right. Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. All right. The next thing we're going to share here Hold on. All right, here we are. All right. Stephen, 2 weeks experience, Forex, Tamara 0. All right, all right. You guys are brand new, brand new. So, all right. Forex, I love Forex, right? Forex is perhaps one of the best markets we have for our traders. But futures, a lot of our traders are getting into futures now. All right. But what we're going to go through here doesn't matter, right? So with the concepts we're going to use here, we can use those concepts in any markets, whether it's equities, stocks, Forex, cryptos, futures, it doesn't matter. Okay. Now I work with a lot of traders. All right. Franco, no experience. Okay. All right. You know, guys, I think, thanks, Stephen. I think new traders, right? I think new traders without any experience, you guys that don't have experience, you have such an advantage, all right, because you don't have any bad habits, all right, and there are a lot of traders out there who just they've been trading for, let's say, 10 years, 5 years, and they have these bad habits, and it's hard to coach, right? Traders like that, individuals like that. So the fact that you guys don't have a lot of experience, you're coming in brand new, and this is why I love working with new traders. All right, as long as you're open, all right, you have the right mindset, we can work with you. And we've had traders without a lot of experience come in, and within 4 months, 6 months, doing really, really well. All right, doing really, really well. So new traders, I love you guys, right? You don't have any bad habits. And so we just want to take the information, get the right information. That's the goal with this webinar. I want to give you guys the right information so that you have the tools that you need to be successful. Okay. One of the first things that when I work with new traders, okay, right, new traders enter into the market of trading, their main concern, and it's probably you guys' main concern, is, David, when do I enter and when do I exit a trade? All right. And most often it's, David, how do I enter? Right. We never think about, okay, how do we exit the trade? How do we get out of the trade? All right. It's usually, David, how do I enter? All right. So I want you guys, there are going to be some handouts. All right. That I'm going to send you guys. Let's see here. Support and resistance. Okay, I just shared it. You guys should see it on your end. Let me know. All right, well, this is a new platform we're using here, so let me know if you got it there. All right, if you guys got it. Buy at resistance. Tamara, I know you've been to the classes before. Yes, absolutely. We want to buy on a break of resistance and sell on a break of support. Okay, so let me go over how it works. Okay, so those of you new to us, all right, just know that when we enter a trade, we're gonna buy on a break of resistance and we're gonna sell at support or on a break of support. Okay, so Tamara, good job, good job. I want you guys, if you did not get the handout, just take a picture of this screen here. I always tell traders to print it out when you get a chance. You can go as far as having it laminated. Okay, it's that important. It's that important, right? For you. Support and resistance. Okay. Yes, Stephen, we'll email it. We'll email the documents to you guys. Okay. Okay. All right. So we'll email it, all of this to you guys. Okay. But when you get it, just laminate it, print it, laminate it, and just keep it in the area where you're going to be trading. All right. Until you get to the point where you've mastered this. Okay. So let's go through it. All right. I want to get you guys some good information today. I know it's Saturday, so I don't want to take up all of your time. All right. We're going to go just for an hour, and then we're gonna be done. All right. So support and resistance, the keys to your success. All right. Keep in mind, all of your buying, all of your selling will be done here. All right. The way it works is like this. All right. So support and resistance, the keys to your success. All right. So I'm going to show you guys here. All right. So let's do this. All right. All right. So support and resistance, the keys to your success. All right. So let's do this here. All right. So just think of support and resistance as two lines here. That's resistance and this is support. All right. And here is your price action. All right. So we call price action. That's the trading, right? That's being done. All right. So let's say this is Facebook and this is the price action right here. So this is Facebook going up, going down, going up, going down, going up, going down. All right. Most new traders, right, trade between support and resistance. All right. Most new traders trade between support and resistance. So they trade between here. We don't want to do that. All right. All right. We don't want to do that. This is not tradable. So when I work with new traders and I ask them, okay, where do you buy? They always say, well, we're going to buy at support and sell at resistance. All right. Meaning they're going to buy here, right here, and they're going to sell here. All right. And they're going to try to get the trade here. Understand that that's not trading. All right. Because you're trading within a tight range. All right. With trading within a tight range. All right. Understand, resistance is made when the price can't go any higher. Let me repeat. Resistance is made when the price can't go any higher. So think of resistance like your ceiling, right? So where you are now at home, resistance, that's your ceiling right here. The price can't go any higher. All right. So Facebook, let's say this is $100 here. All right. At this resistance right here, it's $100. Price can't go any higher. Resistance is made when the price, right? The traders bring the price up to that resistance level, to that $100 mark right here at a minimum of once. So the first time we don't have resistance, we just have a high. The second time, and as you guys start looking at more charts, you will notice what the traders are doing. All right. Trading isn't random. We follow price patterns. All right. And the number one price pattern you guys need to know as new traders is support and resistance. Is support and resistance. Everything that you do as new traders, right, will start and end with support and resistance. Okay. So resistance up here, support. But you guys need to understand and learn how support and resistance is being made. All right. We need to understand how the psychology behind support and resistance. Okay. All right. So let me go through it. So here That's $100 price at resistance. And here is a $50 price at support. So resistance is your ceiling. Support down here is your floor. Every time it gets to $50, right? You're getting more support, more support, more support, stronger support. All right, stronger support. If the price does this, right, we just have a high. We don't have any resistance. All right, the price needs to go back to that area, right, makes another high. Now we've got resistance. All right, if the price does this again, gets to that $100 mark, makes a high here, now we have stronger resistance. As that price moves further, as we have buyers pushing the price up here, sellers holding them down, all right, we make a high here, we have more resistance, and it keeps going until eventually, right, the price breaks resistance. But understand why this is being done. If you guys, I would say 90% of our very, very successful traders, and we have traders here that have done really well. All right. So much so they're trading full time. Right. And the one thing, guys, that they have as new traders, we need to get this. Okay. We need to get this. Forget everything else. Right. Trading in the zone mindset, that's good. But as far as your foundation, everything starts here, right? With support and resistance. All right. Forget everything else you've learned out there. We don't need to know about moving averages, Fibonacci, RSI, none of that, right? Support and resistance, right? Support and resistance. And we need to understand, right, what's happening in here. But just know that as the price gets to that same price and it stops, right? That's we're building a ceiling. Same thing for support, right? The price gets down to that $50 mark down here. All right, we've got stronger support, stronger support. And support means, guess what? The price is having a difficult time breaking through that $50 level. And why is that? Why is that? Let me ask you, why do you guys think that the price is having a difficult time breaking through that $50 level or having a difficult time breaking through that $100 level at resistance? All right. If you know, or if you want to take a guess, just put it in the chat for me. Okay. Why do you guys think that the price, okay, keeps stopping here at support at that $50 mark, or having a difficult time breaking resistance, right? Moving higher, breaking resistance at the ceiling at that $100 mark? If you want to take a guess, just let me know. Okay, just put it in the chat if you want to take a guess. Okay, so really, as the price keeps building at support, we've got stronger support. As it keeps building here at resistance, we have stronger resistance. Okay, but all of your decisions will be made right here between support and resistance. Okay, now keep in mind that, again, this is not tradable. This is not tradable here. This is where most new traders really mess up. All right, because we want to buy low here and we want to sell high here. All right, we want to buy at resistance, we want to buy at support and sell at resistance. All right, just know that's not tradable. And the reason why this is not tradable is because no one is in charge, right? If you guys look here at this price action here, let's do this. Hold on. Let's do this. If you guys look here and follow me for a second, I want to spend some time on this, okay? All right, I want to spend some time on this. If you guys look here, right in here, no one is in charge of the price. All right, so the price is consolidating. You guys might want to write this down, okay? No one is in charge of the price. The price is going up and down, up and down, up and down, between support and resistance. So no one is in charge, right? No one is in charge. No one is leading the price. The buyers are not in control and the sellers are not in control. So no one is in control. All right? No one is in control of the price. The only time, guys, the only time we buy is when we know that the buyers are clearly in control. All right? The only time we buy is when the buyers are clearly in control. We will know that the buyers are clearly in control when we get out of this area here. Okay? Think of this area here. And again, when you start looking at charts, you will start to notice clearly defined support and resistance on your charts. All right. The very good traders, the best traders wait. All right. And 80% of your time in trading will be waiting. And you're waiting for confirmation, right? That either the buyers are in control or the sellers are in control. All right. Understand that we cannot as traders, and I know as new traders, we think we can sometimes control the price. All right. But we can't, right? The hedge funds, big institutions, those are the companies that control the price. All right. So let me explain to you guys how this works. Okay, let's say the price up here was, let's say $200. All right, at a high here, and it fell. It made a low here. All right, at $50 right here. All right, $50. Right. What happens here at support here, between support and resistance, are institutions. Institutions are now building positions. We call it blocks of shares. Okay, building positions at support, right between they're buying. All right, and what they're hoping for is a lower price. All right, so they'll wait up here. They'll get out here. All right, and they'll let the price drop. Right. They let the price drop, right? Usually, as retail traders, that's who we are, all right? We get stuck in here, all right? So as we buy here, it's moving lower. We hang in, stay in the trade while it gets at the bottom here. We are forced to sell. Well, the big institutions are waiting. They're waiting down here, and they start building positions, buying blocks of shares at a low amount, okay? And they'll do this for a very long time until they're ready to now move the price higher, okay? So understand what the institutions are doing is building shares, and they'll push that price lower to support. Sometimes they might even push it even lower to get a better price here at $30. So guess what? If we bought here at support, guess what? The price could go down even lower to 30. They might decide, well, they might want to push it, take it another leg down and buy it down here at $20 so that they could get a better price down here. All right. And have new support and resistance lines down here. So our goal as traders is not to try to figure out what we want, the price that we want. Our job is to wait and wait and wait patiently, patiently until, and Tamara, you said it earlier, right? We're going to buy on the break of resistance. But the reason we want to buy on the break of resistance here, this is resistance here. All right. The reason we want to buy when the price breaks resistance here is because now the institutions have decided. They have decided, not us. They have decided to now move the price higher because they're now ready to get out of this consolidation, or we call it accumulation phase. Okay. So write this down, right? This area here between support and resistance is called consolidation. So consolidation. It's also called accumulation. So they're buying, building, buying, accumulating, accumulating, accumulating. All right. The other term that's used is distribution. Distribution is usually done at the top. All right. So at the top, right, before it moves down. So this area here would be called the distribution phase. Okay, and I'll go through that if we have time. Okay. Okay. But understand that the first thing, and as you guys go through trading in the zone, all right, the first thing you guys will realize and understand as new traders, and this is why I love working with new traders, right? Because you guys get this. As new traders, you get this. All right. Our job is to follow what they're doing. Okay. So as retail traders, we cannot, as retail traders, which is all of us, right? All of us as individuals, we do not have enough capital, okay, to move the markets. So all we do is we wait. That's why we spend a lot of time waiting as traders, right? We wait and we wait for the institutions, the hedge funds, all the big money, right? Right? To finally decide to move the price higher, break resistance, and then we buy here. Okay? So understand this. Okay? Once the price breaks through resistance and starts moving higher, okay, then that's when we make money. We can't make any money here. All right. There are ways that you can, but your best opportunity is to wait for the buyers, big buyers, to decide to now move that price higher, to break resistance. All right. Break resistance, and then we buy. Okay. Then we buy. Then we buy. All right. If the sellers, the big institutions decide, guess what? We need a better price, right? We need a better price, right? Right. And so we need to take that price lower. The price will then, price will break support. All right. Break support from $50. And let's say down here, go to $30 here. And guess what? They do it all over again. All right. And then we would have to wait. Okay. If it never breaks resistance, guess what? We never buy. So guess what? If we never buy, guess what? If it breaks support down here, guess what? We'll wait. We'll wait. And if it breaks support again, we'll wait and we'll get in until the price breaks resistance here. If it breaks resistance here, this is where we get in. All right. So we're always going to buy whenever the price breaks resistance, whenever that is. Not because we like the price. All right. Not because we like the stock or we like Stephen the Forex pair. We're like the pound yen. So we're going to just buy it because we like it or because it's moving higher. All right. It has to break a very defined price. All right. At resistance. And then if it breaks support, we have to get out. Okay. So write this down, everyone. We're going to buy on a break of resistance, sell on a break of support. Write this down for me, please. Buy on a break of resistance, sell on a break of support. We're going to buy on a break of resistance because the buyers are in control. We're going to buy on a break of resistance because the buyers are in control, right? And the buyers are the big hedge funds, big traders, big institutions. They buy, all right, and then we buy. And we're going to know that they're buying, entering because the price broke resistance. This is why resistance is so critical. All right. And then we're going to sell on the break of support, exit, get out when the price breaks support here. All right. If it doesn't break resistance and it doesn't break support, guess what? We are still in here and we continue to do what? We continue to wait. All right. And we wait and we wait. All right. So just remember this. Support and resistance, the keys to your success. All right. So this weekend, you guys have a chance. Go through, right? Do a search on Google, right? For support and resistance. Learn everything you can about support and resistance. Our best traders master this, right? And for some, it doesn't take long to master this, and they start doing well, all right, in trading. For others, it might take a bit longer, all right, to master this. But all of your buying, all of your selling, all of your decisions, not some of your decisions, all of your buying and selling decisions will come from support and resistance. Okay? All right. Very good. All right. Remember that. Okay. Let's go to the next one now. You guys are doing great. All right. So the next slide here, and I'll send these out to you guys. All right. Is the 4 market phases. All right. The 4 market phases that every trader must know. All right. So if you want, take a picture of it. And I'll email the slides for you guys. But if you just take a picture of it. All right. Like I said, with these resources, I like to laminate things. Okay. So that doesn't get ruined, have it forever. Okay. So the 4 market phases that every trader must know. All right. If you don't see my cursor, let me know. The 4 market phases that every trader must know. This is important. Tamara, when do you draw a new resistance line? Good question. Okay. We'll look at it here. All right. Good question. When do we draw a new resistance and support line? Very good. Okay. The 4 market phases that every trader must know. You guys have to know this. So support and resistance, that's our foundation. We start with support and resistance. Okay. Think of the 4 market phases as your roadmap. So we don't guess when we do this. All right. This is our roadmap. You must know this. All right. So we start with support and resistance down here. You guys remember, right? We said the price was about $200 here, fell to about $50, right? In this area here, we do not buy. We wait. We wait. We wait. All right. So here is support down here. These lines. Here is your support. Here is your resistance. Okay. So let's go through the 4 market phases that every trader must know. All right. The first phase, and write this down, is the accumulation phase, guys. The accumulation phase. All right. Accumulation phase. The second phase, phase 2, is the markup phase. And if you guys know this, you study this, right, you will be far ahead than most traders. And understand that when you trade, you're competing against other traders. All right. All right. You're competing against other traders. So if someone else knows how to trade better than you, every time we take a loss in trading, all right, someone else won. And just assume that they took your capital. All right. So if we master this, guess what? We can protect our profits, minimize our losses, okay, and win. That's the goal. All right. So the accumulation phase, phase 1, phase 2, the markup phase, phase 3, the distribution phase, phase 4, the markdown phase, and then we start all over again with the accumulation phase. Only 4 phases, not 5, not 6, not 10. You only have to learn 4. And by learning 4, you guys will know, even as brand new traders, within a few weeks, within a month, you will understand clearly when to be in, when to be out of your trades. Okay, so let me go through it. The accumulation phase, phase 1, just remember, right, we're between support and resistance. That's always going to come at the bottom of your chart, the bottom left, middle, or right of your chart, the bottom of the chart, right? The accumulation phase. Just remember, big hedge funds accumulating, buying, building positions. Once the price breaks resistance right here, see here, price broke resistance. Now that's called the markup phase. That's where we would buy. All right, this is where we would buy when the price breaks resistance right here. Now we're in the markup phase. That's your trend. That's your trend. Okay, that's your trend. It's consolidating here. We do not buy in here. We wait, right? When the big institutions, hedge funds decide, hey, we are ready now to trend, right? Buy more, okay? Then that's called the markup phase, phase 2. Phase 3 is the distribution phase. That's when the price can't go up any higher. Can't go up any higher. Can't go up forever, guys. I know we like to think that, right? It's going to go to the moon, right? But it doesn't go up forever. At some point, it's going to have to stop, right? That's your resistance. From a bottom here, that's your support. Okay, so your distribution phase is when it cannot go up any higher. Once it breaks support right here, now we're in the markdown phase. Okay, now we're in the markdown phase. So phase 1, accumulation. Phase 2, the markup. Phase 3, distribution. Phase 4, the markdown phase, and then it starts all over again. Number 1, just like here with the accumulation phase. Okay, this is it. This is it. This is all you need to know. Support and resistance, right? Who is in control? Are the buyers are in control? Buyers are in control here, so we should be buying, 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 buying in the markup phase. All right, during the accumulation phase, we are waiting. Waiting. Where do we get out? We buy on a break of resistance, so we would have entered here, and we're going to sell when the price breaks support here. So we would have bought here, sold here. Okay, bought here, sold here. Now it's in the markdown phase. Price is moving lower. Guess what? We are out of that trade, and we wait again for when buyers come back in, right? or break of resistance in the accumulation phase. This right here, right? I know it seems simple, and it is, but this right here gives you guys, as new traders especially, major advantage, major advantage. Okay, so tomorrow, when do you draw new resistance and support lines? You draw new support and resistance lines when the price takes a break, just like it did here, takes a break here, so it's consolidating again. Okay, so every time you have a minimum of two touches, you have one touch, you don't have resistance, you just have a high. Second touch, second time it gets to that same amount, we said $100 here, that's when we have resistance. So it made a high here, came back, made a high here. Now we've got new support, support and resistance lines. Okay. All right. So that phase is called the reaccumulation phase. Reaccumulation phase. All right. The reaccumulation phase. All right. New support and resistance lines. Resistance, support. When the price breaks resistance, just like it did here, right? Now we have new buyers entering the market. All right, new buyers entering the market. All right, new buyers entering the market. So we would then add to our position. Add to our position. Okay. Now here, when the price broke support, we would close all our trades. So we would close where we bought here. We would close the one that we bought here, and then we would be out. Okay. All right. Missing the all. All right, guys. I would send out all of this here, all the copies here. I'll email. I have your email addresses. I'll email the whole presentation, and you'll get a video of it also. Okay. So the printouts, you guys will all get that in the form of an email. Okay. All right. And again, we start with accumulation phase all over again with the accumulation phase. All right. Now we're almost done. I wanted to really touch on this. Now there's some other some other areas, okay, that I think you guys will need, okay, and it's called trend following. Trend following. All right, the meat of the trade. All right, so with trend following, the meat of the trade, just understand that when we trade, we only get the middle of the trade. So we don't try to get the very bottom, and we don't try to get the very top. We try to get just the middle of the trade here. All right, I want to show you guys, I'm going to go through a video on 1 second here. On coaching. Let me know. Okay, guys, you're not hearing. All right, you didn't hear the video. All right. All right, sorry about that. We'll work on that. Okay, so basically, I'll send the video out to you guys. I want you guys to listen to that video. Okay, so it is a new trader just like you guys. All right, and testimonials from our traders talking about coaching. All right, and how coaching and learning this stuff really made a difference. All right, really made a difference in their trading. So I'll send this out to you guys. Okay. um One other piece of information I want to give you guys before we leave here. Okay. Let me share my screen and then we'll be done, but I'll send out the video for you guys. It's an important video. Okay. All right. The last part is trend following, and I'll send this chart to you guys also. Okay. Trend following, the meat of the trade. Okay. All right. The meat of the trade. Let me know if you guys can hear me now. If you can hear me now, just put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me now. All right. Put a 1 in the chat. I'm going to go through this. We have about 8 more minutes and we'll be done. All right. All right. Trend following, the meat of the trade. All right. Now, the way we make money. All right. Awesome. Awesome. The way we make money in trading is by this. Okay. As new traders, you guys will be tempted. I'm going to tell you this. You'll be tempted, not only new traders, but experienced traders. You'll be tempted to buy at the low. Okay. You'll be tempted to buy at the low. All right. So price is coming down. It's moving lower from that $200 mark, and that $50 is here. You're going to be tempted to buy here because the price is low. Understand that. Thanks, guys. Thanks. Understand that just because it's low doesn't mean we should buy, right? Or it's a good time to buy. And you're going to be tempted to get out, okay, at the very top here. Okay. So understand, we never buy at the very low and we'll never sell at the very high. And this is what a lot of new traders have a problem with. Okay. We want the meat of the trade. I call it the sweet part of the trade. All right. So we want to buy when the price breaks resistance here. We're not buying down here. We're going to wait. We're going to buy here, and we'll never get the very top. So you're going to be in a trade. All right. And you're going to see where your profit was at perhaps $100. And you're going to see where it goes from $100 to perhaps $75 or even $60. And you're going to get out at that $60 mark. But as traders, if you don't understand this, you're going to be frustrated, right? You'll think, well, I lost an opportunity to make, all right, $100 up here. Why am I only making $60 or $70? All right. So your buying will be here on a break of resistance. When you sell, you're going to sell here on a break of support. Yeah, Tamara, the sweet spot. Okay, the meat of the trade. Okay, this is very frustrating for traders. This is because as human beings, right, we want the best price. We want the best. We want to make as much as we can. But understand, right, this here is danger zone. Right? At support, that's a dangerous area because, right, buyers are not in control, right? Sellers are still in control. We're still in that markdown phase, so it can go much lower. Understand, we don't know when to exit because guess what? If we exit here, the price is going higher. If we exit here, the price is going higher. If we exit here, we only know that the price is no longer going lower because guess what? The price broke support down here, and then we would have to exit here. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. All right. All this information that we went over today is your foundation. Now, next week, next Saturday, we're gonna go through this again. All right, go through this again and then add to this. All right, then add to this. So keep coming. Also, every evening to reinforce this, every evening from Sundays, all right, Sundays through Thursdays, all right, we have evening classes where I go through the market, live markets, right? We go through different picks, all right? And this is another way to learn, okay? So we do the beginning traders class on Saturdays, but the evening classes, guys, a lot of our traders do really, really well just by following this information live in the market every evening, right? 7 p.m. Eastern time, okay? Yes, I will send you guys all the printouts, okay? And recommended reading also, okay? All right. All right, guys. Hey, thanks for coming. Okay. Thanks for taking your Saturday morning. You guys could be doing anything else. So that tells me you're serious. You're taking your Saturday morning to be here to get this information. All right. I'll send out the beginning traders video. Okay. And also all of the handouts. Okay. But keep coming. Keep coming. I love working with new traders. We have had so many new traders that have had breakthroughs, right? Trading well, making money, all right, and learning about the markets, and but trading properly, trading properly. Okay, all right. Yes, we'll send out an information. You guys will be in our database now. We don't have a Saturday night, and Franco. We have a Sunday tomorrow night. So Sunday through Thursday. All right, Sundays through Thursdays. Thanks, guys. Take care. Have a wonderful weekend. All right, and watch out your keep an eye on your email for the information. Take care, guys. All right, bye bye.